I accidentally overdosed on pain meds I was given because I had broken my left ankle. Leg bone had to have surgery. Plate and screws were put in. I also had nerve damage, reflex sympathetic dystrophy 3rd stage. I was in excruciating pain. Accident happened June 4, 2001. On July 12, 2002 at 1 a.m., my husband found me in bed, blue, making a gurgling sound, not breathing, just exhaling. He called 911 and started full CPR. I had to be shocked twice in my bedroom, bagged. I flatlined in the ambulance in my driveway. Paramedics had to start chest massages again off and on for about 35 minutes. At the hospital, I was put on a respirator and transferred to a trauma ICU. The ER doctor told my husband she didn't know if I would live or not, or if I did, what the extent of brain damage I would have. That it would be at least 48 hours before they would know. The CAT scan results were good. I woke up 15 hours later, to the amazement of the ICU doctor, confused, but in good health. I was taken off the respirator a few hours later. The ICU doctor told me and my family that I definitely had some help from God, that he had never seen anyone in the shape I was in come out of it as early as I did and totally unscathed. I was given a paralyzing drug to stop my thrashing before I was transferred by ambulance to the trauma center of a different hospital. Okay, this is hard for me. I'm crying. This is what I dreamed. While I was unconscious, in the beginning I was walking somewhere, and it was dark. It looks like a different town or city. Someone is with me, but I cannot see who. I now feel I cannot breathe nor move. I am terrified, then I calm down and I am thinking, where am I? At first I tell myself I must be dreaming. I think I am in a movie theater. It is so dark I can see nothing. Sounds crazy, I know, but then I realize, or I am thinking, I have died. I am now in a house or building or something. There are other people, but they do not notice me or speak to me. I am thinking that this is some sort of waiting room or purgatory. The noise I hear, I cannot describe it, is so loud, deafening. I am suddenly outside the place looking at some water, a lake I think. There are what looks like little demons of some sort, but they don't scare me, I ignore them. Then I am in a different room with others, and again I feel like I am waiting to go to heaven, and the noise is still so loud. I am confused. I don't feel I belong here, and I am wanting God. I suddenly began to move, sort of like floating, towards a tunnel. The others I sense are mad because I am going ahead of them. I am sucked up into a tunnel that feels like, and I get the sudden knowledge that I am in a birth canal heading toward a light. It is very quick, and when I get to the light, I see a woman in an ambulance. I am thinking that I am to be reincarnated as her child. I have never believed in reincarnation. She is African American, and I am white. I know that I am white, and I am thinking, how can this be? How can I become her child now? The race difference doesn't matter to me. I am thinking she is a nice person. I would like to be her child. But then I have a baby in my arms. I know that it is her child, and at first I am thinking that I am bringing her baby. I know that I am taking her baby to heaven. I go through the light with her child, and I come back through the light. And now I am walking down the tunnel again. I have a little girl of about 5 years of age, holding my right hand and walking with me. I pass 2 women, and it is the first time someone notices me. They smile. I pass a man who looks at me and says angrily, why does she get to go? I ignore him. I don't know who he is referring to, the little girl or me, and I don't care. I go through the birth canal feeling again. It is painful both times. Towards a bright light. I go through with the little girl. When I come back through, she isn't with me. I am scared because I don't know where she is. Then I realize she is with Jesus. I feel good that she is with Jesus, but I feel sorrow for her mother. Then I walked back past the 3 people and I myself. I am walking towards a light. There is a woman with long dark hair in the light. I am thinking that she is my grandmother, only she isn't old anymore. She looks at me and tells me, it's not your time. It just isn't your time. She is smiling. Then I am seeing a woman. She is beautiful with long brown hair, at the end of my hospital bed, and I can see myself lying in the bed. I am confused. I look at her and I am speaking to her, and I don't know how because I can see myself in the hospital bed with tubes down my throat, hooked to machines. I am trying to convey to her the dream I had, but she already knows and asks me while smiling, "Did you see the light?" I answer, "Yes." I look at myself in the hospital bed, then look back towards her, and she is gone. Then I wake up. I can't move yet because of the paralyzing drug. I hear my husband's voice, but I can't raise my eyelids to see him. When I can move, he realizes I am awake and tells me I am in the ICU at the hospital and that I overdosed on the medication. I don't know how, but I already knew what had happened to me. My leg that had been extremely swollen and red and purple and glassy for the past 13 months, including the day of July 12th from the nerve damage, was now perfectly normal. No pain, just normal. My doctor had no explanation other than by the grace of God. I can't stop thinking about it. When I told my husband about the dream, he asked me if I could think of him or our kids. I didn't. I could only think that I didn't belong there. Was it a near-death experience, or was I dreaming? I am very confused. I wish someone could help me understand one way or another. I have also suffered from cluster headaches for the past 22 years, once a year for 6 to 12 weeks. I was expecting them in November this year. I didn't get them. I don't know if I will get them, but I am thinking that they are gone forever now. Any info would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for listening. P.S. Please, I don't want anyone to think that I was or am a drug addict. I am not. It was a terrible accident, and I am thankful to God for my second chance.